good afternoon, good morning, good evening, my dearest viewer. I am Akitunde Victor Luakorede, and I'm the CEO of VK Concepts. Yeah, this is my YouTube channel, and I welcome you sincerely. I welcome you warmly to my YouTube channel, and I beg of you that you should please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are yet to subscribe, or if this is the first time you're watching my YouTube channel. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can always get notified whenever I drop new video. Yeah, so thank you, and don't forget once again to tell your friend that please support in terms of graphic designing. So in this YouTube tutorial or in this channel, I'll be teaching us everything we need to know about graphic design from the scratch. So this YouTube channel is just all about graphics. Thank you once again, and God bless you.
I welcome you to this tutorial. So just like I said earlier, we'll be looking at the interface of Photoshop. So as you can see on your screen, this is Photoshop 2020. So this video is just it is limited to the interface and introduction of Photoshop. Introduction to Photoshop, I mean. So as you can see, so when you installed your Photoshop 2020, which I will definitely drop the link below in the video, I'll drop the link to download Photoshop 2020 and install it on your system as well. So this is Photoshop 2020. Definitely, this is what you will see after you open it. Yeah, you see something like this. This is how your screen should look like, or something like this. Yeah, so you should have something like that. So now to start, you have to click on create new. So now you have this on your screen. After clicking on create new, that is, you want to create a new document. So the name of the document, let's just say introduction to Photoshop. Okay, so now custom, this is where you have to choose the size of what you want to work on. So depending on the design you are being given or you want to work on, or maybe the projects, depending on the size, so you choose so I'll be choosing A4, just like you can see, A4. So resolution, I'll maintain 300 resolution, and you leave the rest. Yeah, you leave the rest. Okay. Color mode, so when you click on this drop down, you can see different color mode. As long as you are designing for anything screen design or digital design, you use RGB. But if it is for printing, you use CYMK. But I'm not, so I'll just maintain RGB since I'm not printing, or I just want to introduce us to the interface of Photoshop. So then after that, press OK. So you have this. So once you install your Photoshop, this is what you will have on your screen. So this is what you will have. So you might be looking at the interface like something very tedious and very hard to understand because of the tools, and I tell you, there's nothing so serious about Photoshop. So serious about Photoshop. It is very simple to operate. Yeah, very simple to operate. So now let me start with this top here, where you have file, edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, 3D. It is called your menu bar. So this top, this is the menu bar, and as you can see, once I click on this file, it has other options under it. Edit, it has other options. Can you see? That is why it is called the menu bar. So it has other options. So that is for the first one, this particular top. So now for this one under it, this is what is called the option bar. Yeah, the option bar. This particular part where you can see this house, which is the home, and you see it has taken us back to the first page, and you can see other tools here. So this part is called the option bar. Yeah, it is called the option bar. So yeah, this part, this is where every document you open, this is where you will see them. Once I open another document, Control N, can you see it? So every document you open, this is where they will be staying, this is where they will stay. So that's for Photoshop for you. CorelDRAW, I think CorelDRAW is below, I think CorelDRAW is down. So let's come back here. Now this part here, this is our tools panel. This is the tool panel. As you can see, there are different tools here. There are different tools which I'll still go through very fast. And this part, everything you are seeing here is called the panel layer, or the panel dock, or the panel option, whichever name you want, you can give it. But this is the panel, and in this panel now it comprises of different things which I'll be talking about. Now in this panel, looking at this, okay, now as you can see, you're having color here. Okay, wait, let me make it too complicated. So as you can see, this is the color part, gradient. Can you see you have gradient under patterns? You have different patterns here. So this is your panel dock. Okay, so let me make it this way now. So this part now, this is the panel dock, so that I won't make it very confusing for us. So this is color, this is swatches, this is gradient, this pattern. So this is the first part. If you can, the panel dock is grouped into three parts. Now if you can see, between here and here, between color to pattern, there's a line here. Can you see the line? There's a line. So that's the group 1, and between this learn and adjust, this is under group 2, and between layer and part, this is under, can you see that there's a line dividing it? So this first part is just about color, about, can you see, still about color, about gradient, about pattern. So that's what this first group is all about. Yeah, that's what the first group is all about. And the other one is between learn and adjustment. So learn, maybe you probably want to learn something new. You can take your time and go through this. Maybe you want to learn anything here. Library 2, same. Can you see it? Then library and adjustment, they are together. So adjustment has to do with, maybe you want to edit picture, or you just want to edit anything. And the last part now, which you will need, well, is this layer. So now the layer, as you can see, you have layer, channel and part. So this layer, whatsoever you had on your workspace, will definitely be here. For example, let me use, this is a box. Now can you see it? It has been added here. So every single thing you do here, can you see, on your workspace, will definitely be added to your layer. So that's for the panel. And you also have here, okay, now here's the history. That is, every action you take will be added. Every action you do on your screen here will be included here. For example, on my test, let me just say, I just write, okay, increase this a bit. Okay, now AAA, and I duplicated this. Okay, So I just want you to notice something. Can you see that each of the move that everything I'm doing is being included here? So for example, if I want to go back, start from the beginning, rather than pressing Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, I can just click on this introduction to Photoshop. Can you see it has taken everything away? So that's Photoshop for you. And yes, here it is together with the action. Yeah, and this last one now is the property bar. This gives you more options to every tool you are using. For example, I'm drawing a box here. For example, can you see I can change the color here. I can either choose any color I want. The width, I mean the border or the outline, so I can change the color. I can increase the size of the outline. Can you see? Can increase or decrease. I can choose the type of line I want for the outline, for the border. Can you see? So this is the property panel. Yeah, usually this is everything about the property bar. So let me quickly go to the yeah, okay, this is the property bar. So let me quickly explain these tools here at the left hand side. Let me explain the tools here on the left hand side. So the first tool here is the move tool, and can you see, once you just place your mouse on the tool, Photoshop 2020 will explain how or what the tool does. So even looking at it from your screen, can you see the move tool that enables you to move any item or any object? So this is my move tool. Can use it to move my object and for the so this we have the rectangular tool. So now this rectangular, it's this rectangular marquee tool, it makes you to it helps in maybe selecting a portion or a part of an object. Maybe you want to duplicate, you want to trim it off. For example, this is a rectangle. So using this tool, so can you see it has more option? So depending on the one I want to use, but I'll be using everything perform the same option, I mean the same purpose. So I'll be using this. For example, I want to cut off this part. I want to cut it off, but before I can cut it off, now I pressed delete on my keyboard. This is what it is showing: could not complete your request because the layer content of the layer is not directly editable. Just click OK and come here, right click on your rectangle and choose rasterize layer. So once you choose that, then press delete. Can you see it has cut off that particular part? Ctrl Z, maybe I want to duplicate, press Ctrl J on your keyboard. Can you see it has duplicated that for me? So can you see? So it is either used to cut or trim off. And same as this one too. Okay, let me take this one is just like a custom tool. You can just use it to select randomly. Can you see it? You use it to select randomly. So can you see the way it cut off my shape? So you use it to, but be mindful, you have to change. It might not be shape, at times it might be picture, but you have to first if it is a smart object, you have to first resize it. And now this is the quick selection tool. Can you see, according to the to this video here, it is mainly used for trimming out background. Let me look for a picture on my system. Yeah, let me find a picture on my system so I can be very, very practical. Okay, so I found a picture already. So let me just use this as an example. For example, I want to trim off the background of this image. So all I just need to do is to use my quick selection tool and select and click on select subject here. So just wait for it. Can you see it is loading? Okay, so I'll press Ctrl J since it has selected it for me, and Ctrl J will automatically cut it out. And can you see it has cut the picture out for me? So let me close this one beneath. Can you see the image? So that is quick selection tool for you. I believe we get that already. Yes, I believe. Okay, so now let's go to crop. We have to understand what crop means. Crop, crop to delete a portion. So I want to delete a portion, and so I deleted that part already. So that's how the crop tool work. So this is the brush tool, and once you right click on your workspace, just right click on your mouse. Do I installed all these brushes? I installed them. So there are different type of brush, so you have to download brush and install them. Can you see? And install them on your system. So you can increase the brush size and decrease here. So next we have the eraser tool. Just look at what it does on your screen. Yeah, and after that we have the gradient tool. So just watch it too. Yeah, can you see it? And after gradient, okay, so we have the blur tool. Under the blur we have both the blur tool, the sharpen tool, and the smudge tool. And the blur, we use it to blur, sharpen, we use it to sharpen, and the smudge tool, same thing too. So that's for that. Okay, so the next tool here is the dodge tool, and dodge is used to brighten picture. So just like you can see on your screen, I'm using the dodge tool to brighten up this picture, as you can see. So that is what dodge tool is used for. Okay, so the next tool here is the pen tool. The pen tool is used for drawing custom shape, and it requires creativity. So you have to be very creative when using the pen tool. Okay, so the next tool here is the text tool, and the text tool is used for inputting text or words on your design. So whatsoever thing or content you want to include, you use the text tool. Just like you can see on your screen, I use the text tool to input creative. Yeah. So the next tool is the shape tool, and under the shape tool, as you can see, we have the rectangle tool, we have the rounded rectangle tool, we have the ellipse, the polygon, the line, and custom shape tool. So you can decide to use any one you want. The next tool now is the pan and the zoom tool. They work hand in hand, as you can see. I'm zooming it in. So the pan allows you to move what is being zoomed. It allows you to move what is being zoomed. So you can either choose to zoom in or to zoom out. Yeah, so that's all for the zoom tool. So as you can see on your screen, we have the background color and the foreground color. So the white is the background color and the red is the foreground color. For example, if I pick my brush to be yeah, okay, once I paint, can you see, because I've set my foreground color to red, it will maintain that red. To maintain that only by which to change to another color. So once can you see, so the brush color has changed. So I don't want this tutorial to be too long. Yeah, I don't want it to be long. So let me stop here, since it is just an introductory part to Photoshop. So we haven't started with anything. Just an introductory part to Photoshop. So in other video I'll be releasing, we will understand how to use more of these tools better, and I mean better, and I mean better. In other videos, tutorials, I'll be using practical examples um, of design, yeah, so that we can get familiar and get used to Photoshop. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So see you at the next video. Thank you.